Hello again. This is not the first video that you may have watched this week. This is, again, I guess Wizards repaying us with a little love. We started off doing this Throwback Gauntlet, and we got Academy on our first go-around. Well, our first go-around recording it. And then we ended up getting the mono green deck, which was just garbage. I mean, there's nothing, just not going to do anything. And so I figured, hey, I got to get, one of the artifact decks or Jar or Replenish or something. No, I just wanted to give us Academy again. So I guess we'll just record again with Academy. See what's up. Try to maybe revise our sideboard plan versus some of these decks. Let's see. Uh-oh. Well, we're not dropping frames. There we go. Are we up? We're up. I would like to play first. We've got a Petal, Academy, Scroll Rack. I think we can keep this. Just do Island Go and then Petal, Academy, Windfall. Ooh. Is this Jar? I think this is Jar. If he drops a Necro, it sure is going to be Jar. Yep. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. Because all of our stuff fuels him. We really need like another Lotus Petal or something here. I wonder what we have against him. We definitely have our counter spells, right? Stroke. So, question is, can he go off this turn? I guess we want like to just do this with the Scroll Rack and just say go. One, two, three. Uh-oh. There is the Megrim. Oh, looks like we're going to get another turn here. Megrim is actually pretty good versus us because we have to discard cards for the Mind Over Matter and Windfall. So that could be a reason to bring in stuff like Capsize. All right. take, well, maybe we time spiral, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't have enough. So maybe we, is it even worth it to just windfall right here? We take 2, 4, 6 damage. Yep. Okay. No, we played a land, but we can play a vault. So those are 3 lands. And there's the key. And let's see if we pop this, it just untaps it and another scroll rack gets played. And then if he doesn't win right here, then he's either going to go off right here or he's going to pass, and then we'll intuition at the end of his turn and get a time spiral. And see what we can do from there. Maybe he's got the jar. He's got a tinker. Oh, yeah, that's just game. Because we're at 14 already. Okay, so let's see. What should we shave on here? Shave on Windfall. Like Windfall Island, Scroll Rack, Intuition for 4 counter spells. None of this other stuff. I mean, Capsize seems okay, but do we really? Are we really going to get to that point? I don't think we're actually going to get to the point where Capsize is going to particularly matter. He's going to bring in Duress, Wasteland, Defense Grid, Pyroblast, Disenchant. Yeah. Jar is stacked. Jar might really be even a little more broken than Academy. But again, what, where does he go? What do you mean? Shave out some of the shit, like Yawgmoth's Will or an Intuition. But You know, if you want an example of an incredibly streamlined deck, just look at the jar deck list. You know, it's just everything that you fucking want. 4 Vault, 4 Diamond, 4 Petal, 4 Jar, 4 Dark Ritual, 4 Tinker, and 4 Yawgmoth's Will, with 4 Necropotents, you know what I mean? And then a little bit of sprinkling of your Megrams and Intuitions. You've got, you know, City of Traders and Ancient Tomb to accelerate. Now, yeah, we've got a lot of 0 drops, and that makes us maybe possibly more potent, you know, in the first couple of turns, where he really needs to be able to, you know, get a turn 1 Necropotence, or like, you know, turn 1, I don't know, Mono Vault, Mox Diamond, I don't know, like, yes, I would like to play first. Okay, so we're just on the stroke ourselves plan here, which I think is fine. Island, Monoval, tap, play the key, tap. Okay. Well, he's thinking real hard, so that's not good for us. He's thinking, how can I go off? You know, sometimes it's not worth it to try to go off. Like, you can, but then you're like, well, I have to get a ritual. You know, you have to get like 2 zeros and a ritual. Like 2 zeros or a ritual. Okay, City of Brass. Okay, so he thought better of it. Academy. No, scroll rack. This has a good chance of maybe letting us hold up a counter spell or something. Alright, so he's got 4. So he did have quite a bit of mana acceleration. So if he tinkers here, we've got a choice to make. So we've got 4 counter spells and 2 blue up, right? So we could stroke for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could stroke for 3, or we could just let this happen, let the jar come out, and then we've got a possibility of counter spells in the top 7, which is okay. So he's just going to go for jar. Okay, so we will so this is going to be for 4. Let's make it for 5. Hopefully he doesn't have a Pyroblast. That would be pretty devastating. It's got City of Brass, so he might. Now I could Memory Jar in response, try to find one. But if he did have a Pyroblast, I would think he would want to hold it up for... Yeah, he's thinking about it, so he probably has a... They don't have Counterspell, right? He could have disenchant. Oof. That is a strong draw right there. Just take the one. Go in another key. Right. So. Another key. And a scroll rack. Alright. So the question is, so if he does have Pyroblast, then we get our Mind Over Matter eaten. Tricky. Maybe I should not have played the scroll rack. Because right now we've got no way to. I'm gonna just pass here. I mean, I feel like he's got this. I feel like he's got this Pyroblast. Or it could be a disenchant. A disenchant would be fine. A Pyroblast would be devastating. Because we can't stop him from going off. Something's going on outside. Hillbillies are fighting out there again. We do have 4 counter spells, so I think what we're going to do here is hold this up. We've got plenty of mana. We can cast 2 counter spells. Oh, okay, you got a Wasteland. So you Wasteland, so that's fine. Yeah, we should have just gone off right there. The other option was not to play. No, we had to play the scroll rack. Like, because what we would have wanted to try for is like a windfall or something. I don't understand why he's not trying to go off. Like, your deck is perfectly set up. You had a Wasteland. Maybe he over sideboarded? But it's like, dude, you have a Wasteland, you have... Need to remember to untap this Vault at the end of turn. But you've got your Jar, you've got 3 for Megrim, you've got a Petal. Oh no, but he played a land. But still, he's got, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 6 because he's got a diamond in the graveyard. So you've got 6 0-drops. You've got Dark Rituals, you know. And he says end. Okay. Interesting. See if he's got that pyro. He did not have the pyro. And now we can... Oh, we need to stroke because he... So we're going to stroke for... Let's see. We're going to stroke for 7. Is he going to try to like somehow use this jar to like screw me up? Okay. I don't get it. We still haven't found a counterspell though. That's interesting. So we'll just... Oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so now we're going to try to go off. We've got a lot of... What has he got? Like a disenchant? He's like pausing here like... I mean, you need to stop them right up front if you're going to stop them. Because I just have too many options if you're... You know what I mean? You know, actually, I'm going to save this mind over matter. And I'm going to stroke me. We got 31 left. So he could stroke me for 1. 18, 19, 20. Yeah, let's do 20. Okay, there's one of those counter spells that we had. Okay, well, do we have enough to go off here? We only have one counter spell, which could be bad. So do we have stroke? We do have stroke. So we're gonna tap his shit down. Just to be sure. What does he got? 42? Yeah, we'll just play this up for the camera. I mean, he's letting us. Okay, let's just stroke him for a nice even 100. We're gonna break Moto. Go. Come on. You can get there. Don't concede. You can get there. It's for all the Merfolk players out there in the world. X equals 100. Boom! Oh, shit. Okay. Like, really nothing else that I want to do here. Like, I guess Turnabout could be okay. Intuition? We did cut a land, right? Right. Maybe we cut a counterspell for a Turnabout? He did seem willing to just sort of let the game roll by. I don't think this is really a Turnabout matchup. Though I guess if he's like, hey, I'm going to sideboard all of this stuff in. Oh, this is good. This is good. Turn 1 counterspell. Sometimes that could be enough just to stop them if they just go all in. You know, drop their whole hand. Now, if he has like a turn 1 Necro, then we're probably screwed because counterspell is not that good against Necro. He does have duress also. Garbage. We're both on some garbage. Can we get a land? Apparently not. Stroke. We got time spiral anyway. There we go. Tolarian Academy. Alright, so if we don't get wastelanded here. Duress. Mean. Alright. Like we can always, we have 4, right? So we can always draw into the other one. Or 2 or 3. The question is he ready to go off? If he takes one of our combo spells, then he's like not ready to go off, but right, so he takes mind over matter. So we're on the time spiral plan now. So I think I'd like a land. He is like on a really weak hand. I don't like him showing everything though. Roll rack, please. All right, we're going to put Stroke, Windfall, Mox Diamond. No land? There's no land, huh? It's just garbage. Man, I hear dogs barking out there. Hold on a second. Yeah, somebody's about to get their dog shot if they don't put it on a leash. Okay, so how do we want to do this? He's got 2 cards. If we time spiral, we really have to go off, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just don't think it's going to happen this turn. We can cycle one of these Stroke of Geniuses. What's he doing? We're just like, it's such a standoff here. Real question is if he duresses or like... Jeez. 4. This is just crap. I guess we'll just let her ride. I mean, we've got 1 counter spell that we can just sort of do whatever with. We've got 2 strokes. Yeah, I wish we had that mind over matter. We do have this time spiral, but the time spiral just helps him as well. I could be fine with like a Necropotence. Now this I'm not fine with. Any number of cards, huh? Well, we're not stroking. So we're choosing 4. Okay, here we go. So it's going to be top, 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 top. Maybe he's got another Megrim. No, he's got Necro. Yeah. Perfect, actually. Because now we're going to get to reshuffle and all this other kind of stuff. So he's got one Pyroblast that he can pop off. Four, five, six. We're gonna have six. I thought I turned that off. Discard's memory jar. So the next question is this: he's gonna have 7 cards in his hand, right? Is Windfall actually better here? Right, because we've got a Windfall on top of the library, and we can get it with a scroll rack. Like we can Mox Diamond, discard. Mox Diamond, discard. We can tap 1, tap this for the scroll rack, put this up, draw the Windfall. Tap this for 6, then Windfall. Ooh. Let's always yield to this. Alright, he didn't have that. So now does he have it? And do we have any kind of like backup plan? So Time Spiral seems good. And then Mind Over Matter, of course. So we got 3. We do have a land drop. So actually, this is good. Tap that. And then, do we have enough? So if we get countered here, we have 1 left. So 6, so we'd have 1 left, then we'd have 4. Oh yeah, we would have enough. So I think we go for the Mind Over Matter first. And it resolves. And we go off. And, well, we know we still have enough to go off if we leave 1. So let's stroke 4. Stroke for 4. So resilient. Okay, we'll stroke again. This time I'm going to leave 3 up. So we're going to go for 15. And I guess we're just doing it. Okay. Let's okay, that is tapped. So now we get to, we got 5 minutes left here. I guess he's just playing us for time. Gotta be, that's always the thing, is even if you're in a strong position, okay, so stroke him. For all the marbles. Can we click fast? This is just like all this clicking. All this clicking. And we did it. Yes, we did. Well, shit. We got the damn Academy deck again. We went up against Jar. I mean, I was saying Jar seemed more broken, but what the hell do I know? I'm some fucking shabby merfolk player. It's like, damn. Oh, shit. My back is going to be killing me after this one. Well, that was fun. Counterspells seemed okay. Well, say yes. Ooh. You know, this seems okay, but there's no acceleration in it. So let's mulligan. Oh, shit. This is even worse. Let's keep. Scroll rack, huh? I mean, it could be our only chance. Could be our only chance. I'm just gonna, like, do I just decline to play a land here? I mean, I don't want to get wastelanded. Do they have mirror matches in this? Have we had a mirror match? So he's like, what does this guy have? He just like mulliganed and okay. Possibly another control deck. So if we see a null, we know what we're up against. I think this is the ooh, brainstorm. I was gonna say I think that the accelerated blue deck kind of is the one that really can shut this one down. So this is Tinker, right? Yeah. Where's Tinker? Tinker. Tinker. There you are. here. I'll play this, and then we've got to put three on top. Damn, stroke. That sucks. Alright, they get to go off here. Let's see what they have. Oh yeah, Tangle Wire is going to be the death of us. Yeah, Tangle Wire really slows us down. So if you haven't seen this deck, they use a card called Phyrexian Processor where they can pay life, and then when they activate the artifact, it creates a token that's like a, you know, XX version of that. Alright, so with the Tangle Wire on the stack, we're just going to have to tap out here, stroke ourselves. For 3. Oops, I have to tap that one. Take 1. Well, I mean, an Academy is going to be real good with this hand. We're going to have to tap 3 things next turn. So I think I do want to play this. Because Academy is really out, right? So like this deck that he's playing, the Tinker deck, is sort of what Academy turned into in a way. They don't have any counterspells main deck. One of the cards that can hurt us is Helix, but we're essentially just going for a stroke on our turn anyway to try to find an Academy. Alright, so right now we're tapping 3. Boom, boom. Boom. Stroke myself. Now I'm going to leave 1 up for the... Oh wait, no, I'm not. I had left the Lotus Petal up. Okay, boom. There we go. Academy and Windfall. Oh, and Intuition. I think that looks okay. Yeah, I have to tap these down. So we have to win this turn. Can we do it? Can we win? Mox Diamond, discard Island. There's the Academy. It's going to tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make it for 7. So boom, boom. Intuition. Choose him. This is going to be Time Spiral, Time Spiral, Time Spiral. Pick a Time Spiral, right? We just cast this. And now craziness ensues. Ooh, another Academy, 2 other Academies. And is Voltaic Key worth it right now? 4. Does he have any way to deal us damage? No, we can just go ahead and safely do this. Play the key. Tap the monovault with it. Tap the monovault. And then tap this. Intuition. Target opponent. 2. Mind over matter, mind over matter, and mind over matter. And done. And cast mind over matter. And I would love to untap this academy. I'd like to tap it again. Yep. Yep. Hey, let's stroke myself. Let's do the full amount. And let's just start. Actually, I like to sort of come up to a critical mass of artifacts. What else do we have here like this? Some of these. And we just gotta quickly go through the motions here. This is just such a resilient deck. I just can't say it enough. It just discard card. All right. Well, we're gonna go for our classic 100. 100 stroke. 17 minutes still left, so. Don't concede. Don't concede. Don't concede. Don't concede. Don't concede. Don't concede. Yes! Got there. Right, what do we got going on over here in the sideboard? We've got Chill Rising Waters. What's that? Lands don't untap during their controllers. Untap steps. At the beginning of each player's untap, that player untaps a land. 4 null and 4 miscalculations. So he's going to have 8 counter spells. Right. So I think it's going to be Scroll Rack, Intuition, into Turnabout. How about Capsize? Is Capsize where we want to be? He's going to have counter spells. He's going to have ports. So maybe like take out a couple islands for a couple wastelands. I think he's going to have pretty good play against us. I just don't know if Turnabout is where we want to be. Like, he's got artifact mana. But he doesn't really have any way to make blue. So he's really dependent upon his... he's really dependent upon his islands and Saprazan Scary to get that blue. We'll try that. With this deck, you just never know. It's like, oh, you know, I just happen to like drop it on turn 1 or 2, and all your sideboarding doesn't really matter. You know, like this. I mean, jeez. Maybe he'll annul this. He's probably like, well, what could he really do here? Quite a lot, to be honest. Oh, I didn't even need to freaking tap that. He's definitely got an annul, so I'm going to play my artifacts out right here. So now he may be incentivized to do something like play Rashid and Port. Like, miscalculation is the only thing that can counter. Okay. So now he's going to go for something. What is it that he has? Grim Monolith. He's got Voltaic Key. Alright, so we will go ahead and end of turn Intuition. Time Spiral. Yeah, Time Spiral is what I want, right? He's like, oh man, my annul's going away. But I don't really have a good way to go off some of the problem. I really need to draw into Academy. I'm only going to have 3 artifacts because I have to sack the Petal. Island would be an okay draw. Well, Academy would be our best draw, I believe. Well, yeah. They don't call the deck Academy for nothing, right? God, I just remember this deck back in the day was just like... do we have anything to do with this mana? No. Okay, we don't want to untap. That's not a great draw. Actually, no, that was a good draw. Because what happens? We play a Mox and an Ancient Tomb. And then we untap this. Oh yeah, that was good. Because now that gives us the 4 we need. And then, you know, if he wants to counter this, he can, but he should, actually. He should counter this if he has a null. There's no reason not to. Because now it gives me double blue without having to... and there's the Academy. That's exactly what we wanted. So now we play Lotus Petal. You didn't want to see any more? You didn't want to see any more of that? We were still vulnerable to a null because we had to get Mind Over Matter in play. A null counters Mind Over Matter. So, I mean, you should just play it out. Like when we were playing against a lot of these decks with our stupid green deck, you know, that's what happened. We just sat there, and most of the time they went off and we didn't really have anything, but some of the time it was good. You know, they were able to kill. That Tinker deck is cool. I've played that Tinker deck on paper before back in the day. Mercadian Masks was like when I really started doing some things. Well, by doing some things, I meant like qualified for like one higher level event. I had a deck that I was playing called Neon, which was like a deck that was surrounding those tangle wires. It was like in Mercadian Masks, there was these creatures where when they came into play, the opponent would have to sacrifice a permanent unless they paid a certain amount of mana. So what I did was it was basically like an early owl deck, if you're familiar with the owl decks from like the original Ravnica standard or original Kamigawa standard. But the way you would do it, you had like Tangle Wire, and you had these creatures, when you played them, they would have to like sack their lands. But then you had like Boomerang and Hoodwink. So you were just, all you were doing was bouncing their lands back to their hand. Now this seems good. Okay, is this a possible turn one? Let's think about this. It's Mox Diamond, Lotus Petal, Monovault. Wait, or is it? If we play Academy now, we're like, if we were on the draw, it would be, because we need that other card to... We'd need that other card to pull. Do we just go ahead and windfall here? No. I mean, we've got to get the Mind Over Matter out. Because who knows? He could just be on whatever, you know, Necropotence. I guess I do this because yeah, that would have been a turn one kill if we were on the draw, because we just needed our whatever the 8th card to be. Oh, Vampiric Tutor, huh? But why? So what deck goes Swamp Vampiric Tutor? Is that the Suicide deck? Oh, Bargain. Bargain has Swamp Vampiric Tutor. And that's one less card we get, so that is a good reason to do it. So we haven't played a land yet. Mind Over Matter. Spiral, untap my Academy. Here's a Lotus Petal. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. Are you getting tired of me saying mind over matter? Okay, here goes. We'll take a key. And let's see. Mind over matter. Stroke myself. And it's mind over matter. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. This is just... You know what I meant to look up after the last game was how many cards in this deck got banned. Okay, he's seen enough. Is how many cards in this deck got banned. Time Spiral, Stroke of Genius, and Tolarian Academy just got banned straight up. I think the other ones were Mind Over Matter, because then what the next iteration was Mind Over Matter with Monovault or with Grim Monolith. So I think they banned Mind Over Matter, and it might have been Mox Diamond. All right, so this is the bargain deck. So what they do is they cast Academy Rector, they get the bargain, they have the Grim Monolith, Voltaic Key, Dark Ritual, sack all their permanents, and then they use a thing called Soul Feast, which is target player loses 4 and you gain 4. And then they have the Scourge Familiar, which they get to just discard a card. So what they're doing is they're using Yawgmoth's Will. They'll do 4 Soul Feasts on you. So I think it's Intuition, Scroll Rack, Island for counter spells. And then I think we can shave a couple islands. I think early Wastelands can be good. They play a couple of... oh, fuck. Damn it. I just submitted a 61 card deck. Shit. Okay, well, if we're going to lose one. This... Yeah. So let's see. They side in Phyrexian Negator, which is really good against us. It's a 5/5 for 3. Yep. So that's exactly what he did. So what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to... Ooh, and we're getting ported. That's actually fine. Uh-oh. 2 negators. Ooh. Ooh, do we win? Do we win? Here's the Academy. Here's tapping the vault. Untap this for that. Boom. And then it looks like scroll rack. Gives us 3, yeah. Time spiral. And it looks like we are good. Get rid of this island. I think we can play an ancient tomb, right? Well, let's just see. Let's play this vault. Play this out. Play this key. And we'll tap this mono vault. Tap it again. And we're going to leave up 1 mana because we want this scroll rack. So we're going to stroke for. Right now we've got 4. Let's play this ancient tomb. Oh, we already played a land? Oh, we played the Academy. Duh. Well, that changes it a little bit. I'm gonna have to stroke for. Let's see. So we need 6, right? That's a 1. That's a 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. We get to draw 5 cards. Yep. And there's the time spiral. Oh, wait. I forgot about this Mox. Discard this tomb. Tap. Tap. There's the 6. My opponent is disconnected. What did he do? He just F6'd and then disconnected? It says he's disconnected, but we're still playing. Strange. I guess people are just sick of it all. So I guess we're gonna use stroke. And oh, I hear something. All right, so stroke myself for good 30 to the good. Like, you know, why he could have just disconnected. We were facing down 2 negators. And we also wouldn't have been able to do this if he just left up port. 27 and we have 42. Mind over matter. How many times have I said mind over matter in this freaking thing? This is just such crazy broken deck. Alright, so maybe we need to come up a little bit on our artifacts here. Make this go a little faster. What do we got down here? Nothing. Right, mind over matter. Mind over matter. I wish there was an option where you could just be like immediately tap this for mana. I wonder if there's leagues where like there's just not Academy decks. You know, like, I mean, you've got to be able to like go through one of these leagues without facing Academy. Where's our stroke here? Okay, we're gonna give him the good old 100. We've been getting better with this deck because look, we've got 15 minutes left. So anyway, if you're still with us, thanks for watching again. I can't believe we got this deck, 2 out of 3 freaking times. That's so crazy. It's like we got the best deck and then they paid us back for that because we got the worst deck. And then they're like, oh, you had the worst deck? Well, let's give you the best deck. I went over. It's like when you're pumping gas and you're trying to like get to just like, $30 and you're like 30 and 59 cents. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. Please give us a like, a comment, subscription, whatever. I guess we ended up kind of even. We had 2 3-0s and a 1-2. So I'm going to get back to editing some of these other videos and get them up on there. This ends tomorrow, I believe. So I don't know. I'm going to go back to Merfolk and see what's cracking. I think we're going to get back to some of the competitive leagues. I'm just going to go with Mono Blue Merfolk at this particular time. So I will see you guys in a few. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Well, you'll see me. I won't see you.